Okay, Don Clatterbaugh is going to share with you two tips for being a good hitter, his two top tips, if you will. Before we do that, let me give you a little background on Don Clatterbaugh. Don Clatterbaugh has been one of the top players in this country in slow pitch softball since he was a young man. He played with Howard, Western Steer, and all the, a lot of the top teams. I can't keep up with all of it. I never met him until the first year I played senior ball, and our sponsor recruited him to play in Florida, and he actually played in some half-century games with us. But the first time I knew of it, I was playing in a 40 and over world. I was playing left field, and we were playing Howard, Western Steer, and I asked Dwayne Rawle, who was playing next to me, I said, who the hell is that guy hitting them bullets to right field? He had about 3 in a row. And Howard was one of the best teams, and they actually beat us that game really close. But, we had won 6 out of 10 world championships, and now Howard was in it. But he was just hitting bullets. He said, that's Don Clatterbaugh. Well, a few years later, we were playing on the same team, and I found the real Don Clatterbaugh, and he was our nucleus. He was our man. If you needed a home run, he had it. If you needed a hit, you had it. But one of the things I remember the most about it, the first year we were undefeated. No one could beat us. We lost the last game of this one tournament where we beat the team 55-20, and then they moved us to a windblown field after an hour delay, and we got lost 16-14. Only game we lost. The next year we lost our sponsor somewhere in the middle of the season, and I had to pick it up, and I didn't have the money the sponsor had, and we couldn't, do everything that we did with the other sponsor. The Clatterbaugh had a big offer from another California team, and he refused to go and said, I'm staying with my team to the end. And that's the kind of teammate he is, the kind of person. And if you want to take any advice from a hitter, this is the guy to take it from. Enjoy.
Significant as far as my game goes.
So give me 2 things, or give the audience 2 things that they should work on to become a better hitter.
Well, the main thing they should work on is staying within themselves. If a guy doesn't have home run power, he shouldn't be trying to hit home runs because he's going to be an out. He should find out what his niche is, what he can do well, and stick to that consistently. Make sure you're hitting the ball right in the middle of the ball. I try to hit the ball dead in the middle every time. And when I miss it a little bit on the bottom half on a good swing, it'll spin up and it'll go. And you got to know your strike zone. If you don't know the strike zone, because I catch all the time, and I'll see guys hit pitches, outrageous pitches, and sometimes they'll get a hit with it. But more times than not, they'll make outs.
So summing it up, you're saying pitch selection and stay within yourself, meaning if you're not a home run hitter, don't try to hit home runs, right?
If you're a base hitter, be the best base hitter you can be. And I consider myself a hitter, not a power. I mean, I got power, but I consider myself a hitter. And a hitter, I don't want to make outs. Key is, if I take one through shortstop because nobody's playing over there, I didn't make an out. And that's what I'm trying to do.
And that advice right there came from the guy who went 102 for 104. I challenge anybody out there to do that. If you've done that, send me an email. Don, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job. Well, I take those 2 tips to heart because Don's been playing major plus ball for 15 years longer than I have. He was a star as a young man, and he's a star today, still hitting that ball at 77. His advice is well-founded, obviously. Stay within yourself. Know your strike zone. Focus on the pitch selection. The man is not only a great hitter, but a great person. Always remember, Big Donnie, and what you did when you were with the Crush, bum friend. You're a special guy. Keep on swinging, man. See you on the field.